results back and felt like you needed a secret decoder ring? Yeah, it's a super common feeling. Well, today, we're gonna do just that. We're gonna decode 30 of the most common lab tests so you can finally understand the story your body is trying to tell you.
Right. You get that report back from your doctor. You unfold that piece of paper and bam, it's just a sea of acronyms, weird numbers, and these normal ranges. It's totally okay to feel a little lost. I mean, what does eGFR even mean? Is a high ALT a bad thing? It can feel pretty overwhelming.
But what if you had a cheat sheet, a simple guide to turn all that medical jargon into plain, simple English? Well, that's exactly what we've got right here. This image covers 30 key tests, and we're going to use it as our roadmap to figure out what's really happening inside your body.
So here's our game plan. We're going to start with the heart and filters, then we'll check out the body's powerhouse. After that, it's all about fuel, fat, and blood, and we'll wrap it up with signals of a fight. Sound good? Let's get started.
All right, first up, let's talk about two of the most critical systems that keep you going. Your heart, that's the engine, and your kidneys, which are like this incredibly sophisticated cleanup crew for your blood.
These first three tests, they're all about your heart's health. Think of troponin and CKMB as emergency flares. If these show up in your blood, it can signal that the heart muscle has been damaged, like during a heart attack. Now, BNP is a little different. It's more of a stress meter. High levels suggest your heart is working way too hard, which is a big clue for things like heart failure.
Okay, now for that cleanup crew, the kidneys. BUN and creatine are basically waste products from your metabolism. Healthy kidneys are fantastic at filtering this stuff out. So if you see these numbers start to creep up, it's kind of like a warning light that the filters might be getting a little clogged. And that brings us to the real star of the show for kidney health, eGFR.
So, eGFR isn't something they measure directly. It's actually a score they calculate using your creatinine level, your age, and your sex. Just think of it like a performance review for your kidneys. A score over 90, that's an A+. It's a fantastic, at-a-glance number to see how well that cleanup crew is doing its job.
All right, next up, we're checking in on the body's powerhouse duo. You've got the liver, which acts like a super complex chemical processing plant, and the thyroid gland, which is basically the master thermostat controlling your body's energy levels.
This whole panel here gives us a really comprehensive look at your liver. High levels of ALT and AST can mean liver cells are stressed or damaged. Bilirubin tells us how well it's getting rid of waste, and albumin shows us how well it's building crucial proteins. Together, they paint a picture of whether this vital organ is juggling its hundreds of jobs correctly.
Now this is really cool. This shows the feedback loop between your brain and your thyroid. Your brain sends out TSH, which is the signal telling the thyroid to make its hormones, T4 and T3. Those are the hormones that control your metabolism. So if TSH is high, it's like your brain is shouting at a sleepy thyroid to work harder. And if TSH is really low, it often means the thyroid is in overdrive, and the brain is trying to tell it to chill out.
All right, let's shift gears and look at your body's logistics department. This is all about how your body manages fuel, like sugar, how it transports fats, and, of course, how it carries oxygen through your blood.
I bet a lot of you have seen this panel before. Your fasting glucose, that's just a snapshot of your blood sugar at one single moment. Then you've got cholesterol, LDL, the bad cholesterol, and triglycerides, which all measure the fats in your blood. Super important for heart health. But the real MVP here, the one that tells the long-term story, is that second test, HbA1c.
This is why HbA1c is such a game changer. You see, while your fasting glucose can be thrown off by the dessert you had last night, HbA1c can't be fooled. It measures how much sugar has gotten stuck to your red blood cells over the last couple of months. It gives your doctor a much more reliable average, the real big picture of your blood sugar control.
Now let's look at the blood itself. Hemoglobin is the protein in your red blood cells that carries oxygen. Think of it as the oxygen delivery truck. Hematocrit measures the percentage of your blood that's made up of these delivery trucks. And platelets? They're your body's emergency paramedics rushing to the scene of an injury to form clots and stop bleeding.
And hey, notice this. This is really important. The normal ranges for hemoglobin and hematocrit are different for males and females. This is a perfect example of why you can't just look at a number by itself. What's normal depends on a whole bunch of factors, including your sex, and that's something your doctor always takes into account.
For our final section, we're looking at the body's communication network and its alarm systems. Electrolytes are the tiny electrical signals that power pretty much everything, while inflammation markers are like the body's fire alarms.
So, sodium, potassium, and calcium. These guys have to be in a really tight, delicate balance for everything to work right, from your heartbeat to your nerve impulses. Then below them, you've got CRP and ESR. These are general markers for inflammation. If they're high, it tells your doctor that there's a fire burning somewhere in your body. It could be an infection, an injury, anything. But it doesn't tell them exactly where the fire is. It's a clue that tells them to look closer.
And if there is one single thing you take away from all this, please let it be this. A number on a lab report is not a diagnosis. It is a clue. It's just one piece of the puzzle. Your doctor takes that clue and puts it together with your symptoms, your history, and an exam to see the whole complete story of your health.
So, let's wrap up with the most important points. Remember, these results are just a snapshot. Normal is different for everybody. And honestly, the trend over time is often way more important than any single result. But above all else, this information is meant to help you start a conversation with your doctor, not end one.
You know, understanding these numbers empowers you. It makes you an active partner in your own health. Your body is constantly communicating, telling you a story through all this data. Now that you're starting to understand the language, the only question is, are you prepared to listen?
Like, share, and subscribe.